What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another Impact results for you guys. I'm Unstoppable Denominator, bringing you guys Slammiversary of Impact Wrestling. We're under pink lights for Impact. I'm Unstoppable. Let's get this reaction or results underway. Excuse me. Impact Wrestling celebrates its 21st anniversary at Slammiversary. Live on pay-per-view from the St. Clair College Sportsplex in Windsor, Ontario. The action begins on Countdown to Slammiversary, streaming live and free on YouTube, Impact Plus, Live Player, and Fight. Catch up on everything you need to know heading into the big event and witness exclusive matchups you won't see anywhere else. First match, we have Skiz Shaw, Savannah Evans, and Jaya Vidal versus Jody Threat and the Death Dolls, Courtney Rush and Jessica. Jessica has Vidal reeling in the early going as he scurries to his corner. Rush chases Vidal around the ringside area, but she gets caught with a big boot from Evans. Back in the ring, Vidal slaps Rush across the face before Evans continues to attack with the leg drop. Shaw delivers double knees to Rush in the corner as they cut off the ring and employ quick tags. Moments later, Rush creates some much needed separation. Wait, where does you see Rush? Creates much separation with a reverse neckbreaker to Evans. Threat is tagged in and she quickens the pace with Courtney Rush. Okay. With a flurry of offense. The match begins to break down. But why did it say he? Impact Wrestling's results saying he. Breaks down as everyone gets involved. Shaw super kicks Jessica, but then Threat suplexes Shaw. Rush puts Vidal away with the spear for 3. Jody Threat and Death Dolls, Courtney Rush and Jessica defeats Skiz Shaw and Savannah Evans and Jaya Vidal. Next we have Digital Media Champion Joe Hendry versus Kenny King with Sheldon Jean. Digital Media Championship is on the line. Kenny King charges at Hendry from the opening bell. Hendry quickly turns it around as he hits a stalling vertical suplex. Jean runs into the ring, allowing King to blindside Hendry off the distraction. Jean occupies the referee's attention as King chokes Hendry with his Chipendales tie. Hendry puts his strength on display as he powers out of the wear-down process from King. Hendry hits a big fall-away slam, then kicks up to his feet. Hendry catches him in midair from the standing ovation, but Jean puts King's foot on the rope to break up the pin. King inadvertently collides with Jean at ringside. Moments later, King pins Hendry with his feet on the ropes and an assist from Jean to become the new Digital Media Champion. Kenny King with Sheldon Jean defeats Digital Media Champion Joe Hendry, new Digital Media Champion. Impact Summer Pay-Per-View Extravaganza SummerSlam is Slammiversary, is on the air. Kushida versus Alan Angels versus Jonathan Gresham versus Kevin Knight versus Mike Bailey versus Jake something. That's his name, Jake something. Ultimate X is your champion. Is your match, and Jake something has returned. Jake something makes his shocking return to Impact Wrestling as a late addition to the Ultimate X match, with the winner earning a future X Division title shot. Jake power bombs Knight off over the top rope into everyone on the floor. Jake takes out both Gresham and Bailey with a double clothesline. Everyone joins forces to send Jake to the outside. Gresham dives through the ropes, followed by a springboard moonsault from Bailey to the outside to take Jake down. Angels hits a double Spanish fly on Gresham and Bailey. Angels is high atop Kashida's shoulders when Knight drop kicks him off the apron to the floor. Bailey climbs to the top of the truss nearly 20 feet in the air and soars with a moonsault. Bailey is about to climb across the cables when Angels stops him in the steel chair. Angels then assaults Jake with the chair. Angels is on fire as he spikes Knight with a reverse Rana off the top. Jake climbs the cables, but Angels delivers a low blow to take him down. Kushida races across to retrieve the X Division and win the match. Kushida defeats Alan Angels, Jonathan Gresham, Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey, and Jake something, as your Ultimate X Division number one contenders match. Former Team Canada member A1 is sitting ringside tonight. Gia Miller interviews Kenny King after he defeated Joe Hendry to become the new digital media champion earlier tonight on Countdown to Slammiversary. Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Coven, Taylor Wilde and Kylie King versus Masha Slamovic and Killer Kelly. Knockouts World Tag Team Championship is on the line. Kelly hits Wilde with a pump kick in the early going before the Coven gain control. King chokes Kelly on the ropes as the Coven cuts off the ring and prevent her from making the tag. King attempts a senton out of the corner, but Kelly avoids it to create separation. Kelly makes the tag to Slamovic as the pace quickens. Slamovic hits Wilde with a spinning heel kick for 2. Slamovic connects with another pinpoint kick on Wilde, but this time it's King who breaks the count. King sends Wilde crashing into the corner turnbuckles with a butterfly suplex. Slamovic flies halfway across the ring, taking King out of the equation with a dropkick. King bounces back with a big boot to Kelly. Wilde hits Witch's Wrath, but it's not enough to keep Slamovic down. Kelly trips up King on the outside. Slamovic plants Wilde to win the match, awarding her team the Knockouts World Tag Team titles. Masha Slamovic and Killer Kelly defeats Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Coven, Taylor Wilde and Kalen King, new Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. Bully Ray and Diener with Khan versus Scott D'Amore, and a surprising return, as it was announced on Ringside News that he was rumored to appear in Impact tonight. Eric Young, Special Enforcer Darren McCarty. In a jaw-dropping development, Eric Young is back from the dead and will be Scott D'Amore, mystery partner for this team grudge match. D'Amore takes Diener off of his feet with a leaping leg lariat, followed by a leg drop. Demore and Young hit a double team death drop for an early 2 count on Diener. Demore connects with Sky High on Diener. Demore is about to hit a Canadian destroyer when Khan gets up on the apron. McCarty plays his part as the referee enforcer and backs Khan down. The referee is distracted, allowing Bully to club Demore in the back. Bully gets in the face of Demore's mother at ringside. Bully delivers a low blow to Demore, but Young tells the referee not to disqualify him. Okay. The referee has had enough of Bully Ray and exits the impact zone. McCarty puts on the stripes and will now act as the referee. Demore spears Bully out of his boots, allowing him to make the tag to Young. The tide begins to turn as Young goes on the attack. Young spikes Diener with a pile driver, but Khan pulls McCarty out of the ring to stop the count. A1 jumps the barricade and takes out Khan with a clothesline. McCarty hits Bully with a stunner. Demore gains a measure of revenge as he leaps off the top and goes low on Bully. Demore and McCarty then drive Bully through a table as they went to get the tables. Demore hits the Canadian destroyer on Diener, followed by a top rope elbow drop from Young to win. Scott Demore and Eric Young defeat Bully Ray and Diener with Khan. Special enforcer Darren McCarty. Nicolaitis Floyd vows to open the book of the Elias era and defeat Alex Shelley for the Impact World title tonight. X Division champion Chris Sabin versus Leo Rush. X Division championship is on the line. Rush knocks Sabin off the apron with a handspring followed by a dive to the outside before the opening bell. Sabin's neck is seriously injured in the process as the ringside physician tells the referee that he should not compete. Against his advice, Sabin enters the ring and match is on. Rush hits the final hour, but somehow Sabin kicks out at 2. Rush hits a second final hour to score the pinfall and become the new X Division champion. Leo Rush and X Division champion Leo Rush defeats X Division champion Chris Sabin as your new X Division champion. Backstage, Gia Miller catches up with Impact World Champion Alex Shelley and questions whether the Machine Gun era is coming to an end. Shelley remains silent and walks off. That don't sound good. Next, we have Impact World Tag Team Champions ABC Ace Austin and Chris Bay versus Moose and Brian Myers versus Subculture, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, with Danny Luna versus Rich Swann and Sami Callihan. Impact World Tag Team Championship is on the line. We have Swann hits Webster with a shoulder breaker, followed by a kick to the face. Swann counters a power bomb from Moose and takes both him and Myers out with a enziguri after another. Moose catches Bay in the midair and power bombs him into the hardest part of the ring. Myers spears Austin on the apron. Callahan tosses Webster over the top rope into a sea of humanity on the floor. Callahan hits a Death Valley driver on Webster, followed by a rolling splash from Swann. Austin kicks Swann into a swinging neckbreaker from Bay. Moose and Myers hits a sink power bombs on both members of ABC. Andrews takes out Moose and Myers with a double Pele kick. Moose fights back with a bicycle kick, but Andrews counters into Stun Dog Millionaire. Bay and Swan unite to catch Moose with two mid-air cutters. ABC is about to hit 1-2 sweet when Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz attack them at ringside. Subculture capitalizes as Andrews soars with a shooting star on Myers. Andrews scores the pin, and Subculture are your new Impact World Tag Team Champions. Next, we have Eddie Edwards with Alicia Edwards versus Frankie Kazarian with Tracy Brooks. Alicia trips Kazarian from ringside, providing Edwards with a momentary advantage. Seconds later, Brooks returns the favor as she trips up Edwards. The fight spills to the outside where Edwards delivers a series of chops. Back in the ring, Edwards hits a atomic bomb. Atomic bombs, followed by a belly-to-belly suplex. Edwards wears him down for several minutes before Kazarian creates some much-needed separation. Edwards charges towards the ropes, but Kazarian sidesteps, sending him crashing to the outside. Kazarian hits a slingshot hurricanrana to the floor. Alicia rakes the back of Kazarian as he getting back in the ring. The distraction allows Edwards to take him down with a shot of adrenaline throws through the ropes. Kazarian quickens the pace as he explodes out of the corner with a clothesline. Kazarian hits his signature springboard leg drop for 2. Edwards almost puts Kazarian away with a backpack stunner, but it's not enough. Both men are down following a thunderous superplex from Edwards. Kazarian hits the slingshot cutter for another near fall. Kazarian inadvertently collides with the referee, allowing Alicia to enter the ring with the kendo stick. Brooks neutralizes her with a running clothesline. Edwards is tapping to the chicken wing, but there's no referee. Edwards blindsides him with a kendo stick, followed by the Boston Knee Party to win. Eddie Edwards with Alicia Edwards defeats Frankie Kazarian with Tracy Brooks. Next we have Knockouts World Champion Deonna Purrazzo versus Trinity. Knockouts World Championship match is on the line. Purrazzo goes for the Fujiwara armbar in the early going, but Trinity escapes. Trinity hits a slingshot, twisting crossbody to the outside. Back in the ring, Trinity hits another crossbody, this time off the top rope. Purrazzo cuts off Trinity on the springboard attempt and gains control. Trinity misses a leg drop as Purrazzo capitalizes with a low basement drop kick. Purrazzo hits a hard Irish whip into the corner. Trinity bounces back with a kick to the face, followed by a series of running clotheslines. Trinity tries to lock in Starstruck, but Purrazzo quickly breaks free. Purrazzo spikes her with a pile driver, but it's not enough to keep Trinity down. Trinity avoids Queen's Gambit as Purrazzo hits a side Russian leg sweep. Instead, Purrazzo transitions into a Fujiwara armbar, but Trinity grabs the bottom rope to break the hold. Trinity goes outside in and plants Purrazzo face first into the canvas. Trinity hits the split-legged moonsault, but Purrazzo kicks out at 2. Purrazzo plants her with Queen's Gambit on the hardest part of the ring, but this time it's Trinity who kicks out just in time. Trinity hits high-risk offense off the rope, off the top, then locks in Starstruck to win by submission and become the new Knockouts World Champion. Trinity defeats Knockouts World Champion Deonna Purrazzo. Knockouts World Champion is your new Knockouts World Champion. New X Division champion Leo Rush teams with Trey Miguel to battle Mike Bailey and Himura Takashi at Multiverse United 2, for whom the bell tolls, live August 20th, streaming exclusively on Fight. Maybe we might cover that. Maybe. 1 week later, IWGP Heavyweight Champion Sanada will be at Emergence live August 27th, streaming on Impact Plus, YouTube for Impact Ultimate Insiders, and Fight, which I will be covering at. Impact World Champion Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis. Impact World Championship is online. The bell rings and Shelley spits water in the face of Aldis. Seconds later, Aldis powerbombs him out of the corner. Aldis locks in the Kingsley Cloverleaf, but Shelley crawls to the bottom rope. Aldis hits a strong Irish whip into the corner, then continues to put his power on display. Shelley targets the right leg of Aldis as he begins to build momentum. Shelley hits a dragon screw leg whip out of the corner. Aldis traps Shelley in the apron, allowing him to pummel his opponent with a series of fists. Shelley evades the attack on the outside, then sends Aldis crashing into the steel ring post. Shelley bends the fingers of Aldis around the steel of the turnbuckles. Shelley hits a big superplex as both men exchange strikes in the middle of the ring. Shelley hits sliced bread, then transitions into a Border City stretch. Shelley goes for another sliced bread, but this time, Aldis counters into a pile driver for 2. Aldis soars off the top with an elbow drop for a very close near fall. Aldis brings the Impact World title into the ring. The referee is removing the belt from when Aldis delivers a low blow. Aldis spikes him into the mat, but it's not enough to keep Shelley down. Shelley hits a DDT onto the title, followed by Shell Shock to win. Impact World Champion Alex Shelley defeats Nick Aldis. Impact World Championship match was on the line. Alex Shelley is celebrating his victory when the former Impact World Champion Josh Alexander makes his return from injury. Alexander goes face to face with Shelley and says, "I'm back." Okay, we understand. We see you back. You can say, "Hey, I'm back. I'm coming for the title." No, that's not what he had to say. He just said, "I'm back." Lame. Slammiversary goes off the air. I'm unstoppable. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's news of anything, because I won't be able to do any news today, because I'll be going out of town here in 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So I'm unstoppable as your unstoppable champion, unstoppable squad champion, and I'm
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.